Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me again. Today I am actually going to be sharing with you my quick and simple makeup routine. This is something that I have been relying on for quite a while now, both before I was working from home and now that I am working from home. Even on the days that I don't need to meet with anyone virtually, sometimes I will still do this quick and easy and simple makeup routine just to get myself in the groove, and sometimes just that process of getting ready makes me feel like I'm ready to be productive and ready to tackle everything that I need to get done. So I'm just going to share with you what I've been doing. So I've already washed my face previously, and while I was getting ready to do my makeup, my face was feeling a little dry, so I actually put on this Mermaid Skin from Tarte. It's their hyaluronic H2O serum, and it's really nice. It's really lightweight, but it gives my skin some nice moisture when I feel like I need it. So I put a little bit of this on. I don't like to put anything that's too heavy on my face if I'm going to be doing makeup that day. So my AM skincare routine or my daytime skincare routine looks a little bit different depending on whether or not I'm wearing makeup for the day. So didn't want to put too much on, so just went with that since I felt like I needed a little moisture. And so I'm going to clip my hair back before I get started. Sometimes I put it up, sometimes I just clip it back, sometimes I use a headband or something. Today I'm just going to use some clips because I don't want to like mess up my hair too much while I get ready. I also forgot I put on some of their Maracuja Sea Brighter eye treatment just a little bit under my eyes. So this is something that I'm actually just starting to use, and I'll get into that a little bit more in another video with some new products that I've been using. So yeah, so now that I'm actually getting ready to start, I'm going to use, this is from Awake, it's their Hello Sunshine Moisturizer. It has an SPF of 30, and this is also something that's new to my routine. Some of my foundations have SPF in them, but not all of them do. Even the ones that do are only an SPF of 15, so I wanted to get something that would really protect my skin and I could use whether I'm wearing makeup or not, especially since summer is right around the corner. So I've used this a few times, but not under makeup yet, so hopefully it goes well. This is what it looks like. If you could see in there, it's a little bit more of a creamy texture. Typically I like moisturizers and face products that are more of a gel consistency, but this one actually does not bother me. It's really lightweight, even though it is more of a cream, and it's pretty solid in the jar, so I haven't been scooping any out. I just kind of rub my finger around in there and get a little bit to put on my face and then rub it in. It has a really pleasant scent also. It's kind of a mix between something citrusy and like a slight sunscreen scent, and typically I do not like the smell that you get from sunscreen. This doesn't bother me at all. It's actually really nice. The next thing I go in with, which is typically my first thing but now my second thing since I'm starting to use the SPF moisturizer, this is another moisturizer. It's an illuminating moisturizer, and it's from Glam Glow. It's their Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer. So this is something I've had for a while now. It smells so good. I have to smell it every time I use it. So this is what it looks like. If you can see, I'm pretty low into the container because I use it so much. It smells like peaches and cream. I just really love it. They have 3 different shades. I think I have the one that's kind of in the middle because it is tinted, but it doesn't really put any color. It's more of a shimmer and a nice moisturizing effect, and it smells really good. So I just put this on before I do my makeup. So this is just like really nice and moisturizing, and I feel like it gives me like a little bit more of a glow. Hopefully it's picking up on camera. but because it is an illuminating moisturizer, it does give that nice soft glow. Sometimes I wear this even if I'm not going to wear makeup, just because I feel like it makes my skin a little bit brighter and more glowy, and I just like the way it looks and I love the way it smells. So I rub that in pretty well. And then the next thing, the reason I love using this moisturizer underneath my makeup lately is because I actually have not been using foundation. I've only been using concealer, and so I just feel like that helps to give me a little bit more hydration. I use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I love this concealer. I use light medium beige. That may change if I start to get tan over the summer. So I actually put this all over. So I dot it where I feel like I really need it, but then I rub it in all over. So just pop it out, and then where I feel like I have some redness, you know, I'll just kind of dot it all around, and then a little bit on my forehead and my nose. And that's all I've been using. I haven't been going in, and then I actually just rub it in with my hands. So I make sure I blend it in really well. And the fact that I put moisturizer on first really helps with it blending into my skin nicely and not like drying too fast before I get a chance to rub it in, and not being like too dry on my skin. So it's just really, really nice. And I just rub it in. I like to use it all over because of the amount of redness I have in my natural skin tone, and my skin tone is a little bit uneven. So I really just like that as like a base. Next, I actually go in with more Shape Tape, but this time I use a lighter shade, and I only do it in certain spots to highlight those areas. So this I use a light beige for, and I'm going to do just under my eyes, the center of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and my chin. This time I kind of scrape the excess off a little bit because I don't like to put too much. Then I do use a sponge for this. And that is it. It just really brightens those areas up for me. Sometimes I do go in with a little bit more where I feel like I have lines under my eyes, so right here and right here, but seriously, a little goes such a long way. And then sometimes I do, if I have some like redness, use this shade on those areas. So we're gonna do that today. And that just helps tremendously. So I don't like to rub it in. I like to kind of like pat it in, dab it in. I feel like you get more coverage with it that way. The next thing I actually go in with is some finishing powder. So let me tell you which one it is. It's from Tarte. Most of what I use is from Tarte for my makeup. So this is their Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. Next, I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. I actually use this e.l.f. Sunkissed Glow bronzer. I think it's like $4 on Amazon, and I really like it. I do have other bronzers from Tarte, but this one's just super easy to use when I'm looking for a quick routine. Another thing though, because I will be doing blush and some highlighter, this Hamptons Weekender contour palette from Tarte is really good for on the go and for things like that, because you have a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer all in one. So I also use this quite a bit because it's just super convenient, and honestly the product itself is amazing. But for today I'm going to use my e.l.f. bronzer. So next I'm going to go in with blush. This is actually from Sugar Rush. It's their Beaches and Cream blush. So it is a cream blush and it's in the shade Beach Cheeks. I just take my finger, I already did it, and roll it, rub it around in there, and then I just dab it on the areas that I want to apply it and then blend it out. And that is honestly so quick and easy to do. I never used to use cream blush, but I love that one. And then usually I just go back in with my bronzing brush. I don't put any more bronzer on it, and I just kind of go over that area on my face to blend things a little bit. Next, I highlight. So this is the Brighter Days Highlighting Moisturizer from Tarte. I take the tiniest little bit of this and use it up here. So literally that much. So this will last me forever. And then I rub my fingers together lightly to kind of distribute it on both fingers, and then just dab it on. And that just gives a nice glow and a nice little shimmer, and it's moisturizing at the same time. I just really like using that. And then you honestly don't need to go back in with a powder highlighter, but I choose to because I love highlighter. This highlighter I can't really show you because I dropped it and it's all crumbly and I'm running out, but this is what I've been using just because it's tiny and easy to throw in my makeup bag. It's the Becca Opal highlighter, and so I take a fan highlighting brush and I have to be really gentle with it because, like I said, it's all crumbly in there. And that is it for my actual face. Now, what has been saving me time with this makeup routine is I haven't been filling in my brows, which I used to do all the time. If you do want to fill in your brows, go for it. But I'm not going to today. I'm going to use, this is actually an e.l.f. brow pencil, but it was a double-ended, so basically it's just the brush that I'm going to use because I ran out of the pencil, but I'm not filling my brows in anyway, and I have other products that I would use for that. But I just give my brows a quick brush to kind of make them look a little bit more put together. And that's it for my brows. Next, I'm going to do my eyes. Now, another thing that saves me time is just not putting any eyeshadow on, which would take me a while because that's just how I am when I do eyeshadow. So what I do is I curl my lashes, and then sometimes I do some winged eyeliner, sometimes I don't, just depends. And so my first step, whether I do eyeliner or not, is to curl my lashes. Once my lashes have been curled, then if I'm going to do eyeliner, I go in with my eyeliner. Today I'm not going to, just because I don't feel like I really want to wear eyeliner today. and also I want you to see how these mascaras work on my eyelashes. So I actually have been using two. These are both minis from Tarte. I do have the full size of this one. It's their Lights Camera Lashes. This is probably my favorite mascara, but I also love their Big Ego mascara, and these are just the mini versions. They do have full size. So now that my lashes are curled, I'm just going to go in. I kind of switch up which one I use first. Today I'm going to use the Lights Camera Lashes first, and a little trick, because I feel like I always struggled with putting on mascara. For me, it helps, well, one, to curl my lashes, which I already did, but to get a mirror and to kind of hold it like under my eye at an angle and do it that way instead of straight up. Like, I don't know if that will help anyone, but for me, it's made a difference. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the Big Ego mascara. Those mascaras just really give my lashes such a nice lift, and they pretty much stay like that all day. So after that, my next step, since I don't fill up my brows, is pretty much just to spray some setting spray. So if I can find it, this is the mini version. I do have the full size, but again, just to have it fit in my bag more easily, I use the Tarte Stay Spray. So just shake that up, spritz it all over. I think I need to refill the mini bottle soon. My last step is just to put something on my lips to give myself a little moisture. Today I'm going to use, this is also from Awake. It's their daytime lip mask, and it actually is watermelon scented, which is really nice. It smells so good. So I'm just gonna dip in there and put some of that on. So that is actually it. Usually this is a lot faster for me to do real time. If I did this makeup routine, it takes me 10-15 minutes max. It's really simple, really quick, really easy to do, and you still look put together, but you're saving time. For me, this is just what works. So I thought it would be fun to share, because honestly, it's been so nice, both, like I said, before I was working from home and now that I am working from home. It just is really nice to save time in the morning, and it's really quick because I have the routine down. So let me take these out now that that is done. And then, oh, another thing to mention, I do not put on any jewelry until I'm done doing my makeup, because I use a setting spray, and because like I do get pretty close to my ears with certain things. I don't want to get any of that on my jewelry. So just so you know, that's something I do. You can think about it. So I don't have any jewelry on right now, but I'll probably go put some on and then try to be a little bit productive now that I feel like I'm put together and ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found something helpful in it. I will link all of the products that I used below. I will also link my blog post that is related to this video, and I will also post everything on my blog shop page. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you did like it, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to continue to remain in the loop anytime I post. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.